I will not speak about me, but in fact, the people who were important for the system, for the communist, for example, actors, they were very popular by the people. So they were very well paid in communism. However, these people went the first to liberate ourselves.
Okay.
So then there was a naturally, and then I was for me was good because no, for everybody was good because you could start any business because there was no competition. You started on a meadow or a green field. Yeah. But what the problem was, there was no experience. You had no experience how to start a business because there was a league of 40 years.
No training, no systems.
No systems.
I have another movie for you guys to share. It's called Runaway Waiter. It's another comedy, and it's very clever. And it also speaks to during the communist times, the employees are having these jobs, and what are their responsibilities? Whatever, right? I mean, I'm not going to get fired. But anyways, it's another. I think you'll enjoy that. I tried to put a little collection together of great Czech movies that kind of describe, and often, and this is the very twisted humor of the Czech, they can make fun of themselves and the situation. Really, in my mind, from the outside, is a survival mechanism. As you said earlier, you can't punch the Russian, but you can certainly make fun of them, on the sly. So
in fact, it's the only thing what you could do in a dictatorship.
So here you are. So it's a green field. What's your first business?
Yeah. So then I worked as a guide. So I started business as a guide. It means as a guide, I created or I founded the oldest Czech travel agency. So that I had many employees in this time because to get employees, the boys and girls who spoke a little bit, they didn't speak. Most of them they didn't speak well, but it was enough because the foreigners who visited the country was gentle. Because they knew that we had 40 years communism here, that we couldn't speak excellent English. So then I had 500 girls and boys. They spoke German, English, French, Italian, and so on. And I collaborated with hotels. All in this time was not too many hotels in Prague. In Prague was in this time maybe one tenth hotel is here now. And then he knew that I can provide guides, and they called me, and I distributed my guides to hotels.
They want a tour. And so at this time as well, you started a restaurant?
Yeah, and I did a side job.
Me again, please. Back. Ahoy. Yes?
So then...
Donna! I'm in a classroom with Mirek, and we are speaking with the students.
You're on video.
So
We'll call you right when he's done. Maybe
You
you
couldn't live in the Czech
can
Republic before you went to school in Germany, you couldn't go to school because your father was in prison. How did you learn to speak English? Like before, when did you learn to speak English in Germany?
I learned to speak Hobbs picker. I told you that,
Yeah.
that I
Okay.
went to England
Right.
to work as a hop picker or hops picker.
Okay.
House picker.
Hops picker.
Yeah.
So then I learned a lot there because it was international students camp. It was many
Okay.
nations and then I was in still longer. I was as an upper picker.
Okay.
Do you still have your travel agency now?
And no, I sold it to my friend Jeff. all my guys, I sold it, and no, I do not.
He since retired. He, along the way, bought a condo in Florida. Spent every winter, he took his kids to Florida. Very smartly, with his kids when they were, before they were born, they would travel the United States. And so I think half of your kids have dual citizenship,
Wow.
having been born in the United States. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And now you hear these stories, you can't, maybe you could imagine the absolute gold ticket, the Willy Wonka gold ticket it is to have a U.S. passport. And the kids do now.
It was dream of all of us, all 40 years to be American. Because we didn't believe, because communist propaganda was simple, stupid. They said everything was in the West is wrong. And everything was, so then United States, it was naturally the worst part of the world. They said there is unemployment there is, the people starve.
Big crime.
Big crime, of course. So then we believe, because we knew that communists lie, so we believe just the opposite. We believe that America is paradise. That is, it is, so what's not true, of course, but we believe that. So then, and then came an American, so when they said this, and then came an American with big cars and with, I don't know, with radios, special radios, with the latest technique. So then we believe that Americans are really gods.
But as a result of this brilliant forethought, his kids now have citizenships and they go regularly. And his second to youngest boy just was finishing school but decided he wanted to go to the States and is now doing an internship learning how to install point of sale systems. And he went from Prague and then being in a little village, he was doing some high school, and now he is all over the United States. I mean, I've seen him on his Facebook, and it really, this is, you guys might start to see this. This is why it's so brilliant that you guys have taken the time out to travel outside of the United States. As I see it, I would hope that you see too, when you look back in the United States. I mean, we have our problems in the States. However, there is this almost unlimited opportunity that just simply, certainly didn't exist, doesn't exist in some places on the planet, and then exists in limited capacities in other areas on the planet.
But we didn't believe that the United States had some problems.
No problems.
No problems. Because communists said that this the opposite.
But I don't want to take any more. What do you have some other kind of closing thoughts or questions, Mirek, or do you want to close out any thoughts or advices to these young whippersnappers?
He's this wise man.
Yes.
How do you find it to work with, when you were younger, when you started to work with American citizens or U.S. citizens, was it much different to have a business relationship with them when you had